Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to work on the derivative of cosine functions. So the two functions that we're going to take the derivative of in this video are cosine of 2 theta and cosine of square root of 2 theta. So before we go ahead and do that, let's review some stuff that we did already in the first video. So the first one is that we learned the derivative of cosine of x equals negative sine of x. Okay, so here the function is in the form of variable x, but if we have theta as our variable in the function, then we can write it as negative sine of theta. Okay, another important property that we have to know is the chain rule. So if we are taking the derivative of some cosine of u, where u is a function of x, it's going to be negative sine of u times du over dx. Okay, similarly, if we are taking the derivative with respect to theta of cosine of u, where u is a function of theta, then we get negative sine of u times du over d theta. So make sure we remember the variable that is being used in the function, so we differentiate according to that variable. So let's take a look at our first example. We have cosine of 2 theta, so we have to take the derivative of cosine of 2 theta. So here we're going to apply the chain rule. D over d theta of cosine of u equals negative sine of u times du over d theta. And here u is this part right here, u equals 2 theta. And now we go ahead and plug in this function right here, so we get d over d theta of cosine of 2 theta equals negative sine of 2 theta times the derivative of u, which is 2 theta. So all I did, substitute this function into this chain rule. So we get negative sine of 2 theta times the derivative of 2 theta is just 2. So this is our final answer for this question. Now let's work on another example. Here we want to take the derivative of cosine of square root of 2 theta. Okay, so we're going to apply the chain rule first. So we get the derivative d over d theta of cosine of u equals negative sine of u times du over d theta. So then the derivative of cosine of square root of 2 theta equals negative sine of square root of 2 theta times the derivative of square root of 2 theta. Now here we have another chain rule here, and u equals 2 theta here. So we're going to take the derivative here, and for square root I'm going to use the exponent 1/2. So we can go ahead and rewrite it, negative sine of square root of 2 theta times d over d theta of 2 theta to the 1/2 power. So in the next step I'm going to take the derivative, negative sine of square root of 2 theta times the derivative of square root of 2 theta is going to be 1/2, 2 theta to the 1/2 minus 1 times the derivative of inside, d over d theta of 2 theta. Okay, so let me add another slide. Okay, so we get here equals to negative sine of square root of 2 theta times 1/2 2 theta to 1/2 minus 1 times derivative of 2 theta. So we get this negative sine of square root of 2 theta times 1/2 2 theta to negative 1/2. When we subtract 1 from 1/2, we get negative 1/2 times the derivative of 2 theta is just 2. So this is going to be our final answer right here. Negative sine of square root of 2 theta times 1/2 2 theta to negative 1/2 times 2. Okay, so this is the final answer. You can simplify it further if you want to. You can cancel this 2 with this one, and you will get negative sine of square root of 2 theta times 2 theta to negative 1/2. So this is our final answer. So hopefully this helps, and if you like my video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.